What's going on, believers? Guys, yesterday I told you I thought we were going to have a run-up, but I didn't know that the development team for Saitama was not able to perform the functions of what it was that they were supposed to have been doing for the since November. So it looks like we're going to have at least another day, and when that day arrives, I assume that it's going to be today, that there's going to be some kind of fix. Then at that point, then we'll start to lift off. I apologize that I'm a day off. This was not financial advice, but I'm still always right.
I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways.
All right, guys, we are trading at 47.85 right now. As you can see, that cascade ended up going to the downside instead of the upside like I said yesterday, which makes me still right. But what you witnessed was a sell-off by the people who are they're just kind of fed up. I think it's safe to say that this dev team is going to have to start showing us something in order to get that move back to the upside. Now, as you can see, and I can tell you this from experience for the last several months, and you've been sitting here and you've been watching this and you've been seeing what goes on here, then you can see that there are a couple of buys and sells every single minute. Now, what you are now seeing is that there's 2 minutes in between. There's two in this minute, but there's 2 minutes in between that, and then there was a minute and a half between that, and then there was a minute between one. We're down to one sale every minute or so when it used to be 3 to 4 to 5 per minute. So all of the buy pressure that we had that was helping to prop us up, that's gone. We're going to have to actually perform. The developers, if they're listening, if there's any chance that they pay attention to their investors, then it's important to point out that you're going to have to do something if you want to show everybody that you know what it takes to make this product move a little bit further. Positive sentiment is literally all it takes. Now, I'm not sure how we get there at this point. I assume that at some point Saitamask is going to work. But yesterday it was supposed to work, and the day before it was supposed to work, and the day before that it was supposed to work. But we've been given reason after reason so far for it not to work, and now we are simply waiting for version 1.2 to deploy on the App Store, and then everything's going to work as it's supposed to. Then we can start populating. Well, if that happens, then these buys, they're going to start coming back in, and they will rapidly come back in because people love this product by nature. What they don't love is the fact that the development team can't seem to get it right. Now, at some point, the development team will make changes, or the people on the development team, they will start to get it right. We're in new ground, we're in new territory, and I think if you listen to Russ for any period of time, you'll understand they are literally breaking new ground in what they are doing here. Some of these things are not done by other tokens to the vast amount that Saitama is doing, whether it be Wolfcaster, Saitamask, City, everything that's coming along and down the pipeline. You know, these things add up, and they take a lot of effort. So at some point, that effort is going to start to be rewarded to the investors because, let's face it, the only thing that's gotten Saitama going so far has been the hype train. Now, once that hype train dies down, like it has died down, then all we have left is what the developers are doing, and we can see what the developers are doing, and the answer so far has been not succeeding. Have a little bit of patience. Have a little bit where you just take a deep breath. If it hurts you to look, stop looking and don't pay attention. Any day now, you're going to start to see this move. I'm still here because I still feel like there's a huge upside, and I want to be here for it. I want to see it happen. I want to see this thing get to that next level because I think that this market cap right here of 2.5 billion could go as high as 15 billion in very, very, very short order. So I'm looking at it thinking that there's got to be something that can happen here. Remember, this product went 3x just on the sentiment of Saitamask. Now, imagine what it can do if Saitamask actually works the way people are hoping and thinking that it will, and if you're eliminating fees, the gas fees, I've seen the reports about the gas fees and how low they were. If that actually happens, then we're going to be in a great place. So let's move on. All right, guys, it cannot be stressed enough that this dev team so far has been less than adequate at getting the job done. Everybody that doesn't like that, you have to say it. You have to be honest, and you have to have some integrity in what it is. However, I happen to believe that they're just in a new space. They're learning about how this stuff goes, and they're getting better, and they won't continue to make the same mistakes. Now, I'm hoping that that's the case. I believe that that's the case. But we really need to, at this point, start to see some development, not just from a product standpoint, but from a dev team standpoint. There has to be some point at which whoever's in charge says, you know what, whatever you're doing is not working, do it right, or we need to get somebody else who can do it right. And you got to start making changes. Now, they're paying people for this. Everybody's not working for free. So things have got to start happening to the positive, because at some point, we, the investors, we have to be just as important as what they claim when they have the meetings and they say, oh, we're a community token. Well, if we're a community token, the community's not pleased right now with the effort of Saitamask, what's going on so far. Maybe the product is great, but the rollout, whatever that is, we need professionals that are doing it better, or we need to learn quickly how to do it better. So hopefully somebody pays attention to that, and hopefully we start to see a little bit of change, because there's a lot of different things that are coming. Again, after Saitamask, we're looking at Saita City, we're looking at Wolfcaster, we're looking at Wolfcaster 76. We're looking at a lot of different things that are coming, and if every one of them ends up being the disaster that Saitamask has been so far for 3 months, then this is going to be a struggle. And it's not a struggle that any of us want, have earned, or deserve. So it's time for the development team to get their feces coagulated and start making things happen to the positive and not the negative. Guys, that's my time. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. If you think I'm full of it, let me know. If you dislike it, let me know. Have a good day.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to